I'm here with my boy Dino, Talk Your Ish podcast. I've been known this guy for some years now. I grew up around this brother. Man, he's got a little special thing going on. What he want to do is highlight those athletes in the community that's doing their thing, putting on for the city, and you tell them a little bit about what you got going on.
Mike Barber Studios, man, with Mike the Barber, the Goldstar Barber. Brazos Valley area football, high school football player of the week. We partnering with Goldstar, Mike Barber Studios, giving out one free haircut for the player of the week. It's also based on players' leadership, performance in the classroom, and your character in the community as well.
So how we gonna pick those kids?
So, man, we're gonna base it off of performance of the week. Then we're gonna go down to speak with their coaches for the nomination, check their grades, check their stats in the community. Because these coaches here a lot in Bryan College Station. Coach Tulis at Bryan High. Shout out Coach Tulis, do a lot in the community, make his kids get in the community and actually get with the kids at the elementary schools and the middle schools. They also go pick up trash around the schools and in that community right there. Coach Smith at Casal and the Consolidated High School, he does work in the community with giving back at the elementary schools as well. And Coach Pryor, he's been doing it a lot in the community with the upperclassmen.
Is that part of the Talk Your Ish, or what is that?
Yeah, so Talk Your Ish, man, we just basically, man, we do some community work. But this player of the week, man, we want to highlight these kids, man. We want to give these kids an opportunity to be motivated in the classroom, motivated on the field, man, looking forward to something at the end of the week, man, and actually being rewarded for their hard work.
So the kid from each school is a kid just from the Brazos
Valley?
No,
we're gonna pick one each week from the Brazos Valley. We're gonna pick one each week from Hearn High School. These are the schools that can be included. Hearn High School, Navasota High School, Bryan High, Rudder High School, and the Consolidated College Station High School, Somerville, Caldwell. So this is all surrounding areas, man. All surrounding the Brazos Valley team, high schools. Want to tap in with these principals to let them know that, you know, Talk Your Ish is partnered with Goldstar and Mike Expedia to bring that to these kids, give them another incentive to work hard in the classroom.
How long you been working on something like that?
So, man, this was an idea, bro. I just came with it, thinking about it, you know what I'm saying, because I was working with Free World Elite for a long time, man, and I know a lot of the kids in the community, and they still look up to me, man, and they always look for me to be for some form of head nod, you know what I'm saying, giving them, they always look to me, Coach Dino, what's up? And so, man, I still want to be able to highlight these kids, man, along their journey. We just did a Talk Your Ish the preseason player leadership award. That was won by Jamal Moore and Chunky Jr. That go to Annual Consolidated running back. He won it. It was voted on by the community. You know what I'm saying? So, but he was nominated by his coaches. So that was a good thing. The coaches letting me know what standout kids, what leadership qualities they have. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the criteria as well.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're excited to be Talking Your Ish and be partnering with you guys, man. I know y'all do a lot of stuff in the community. Mike, you've been doing stuff in the community forever. So, you know, being able to partner with you, when I gave you a call on this, you didn't hesitate, man. Anything for the kids, giving back to the community, it's always something you do. So I knew you'll tap in with me on this.
Nah, I'm big on the kids. I'm big on the youth.
You just had the back to school drive, man. I'm sorry we missed it, but that was a big event, man. Was it successful? What went down?
Oh yeah, the back to school event, man. I think it's always gonna be successful just because, you know, we've been doing it for so long, and so many people expect it.
And they keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, for sure. I think this year we only did 176 kids this year, but man, the turnout was good. You know, people was already DMing us, asking, are we gonna do it again?
Yeah.
You know, what's the date? This and that. So for us, it's something that we can do every year and give back. You know, my biggest thing is bridging the gap within the community.
Right.
You know, you see kids from all over coming into our back to school event, and then a lot of times, you know, they're waiting around, but they're waiting around and they're interacting with other kids. You know, we got vendors booths set up. We got different things for the people to do while they wait. So that's the cool thing. We got a DJ, man. This year we brought in 2 DJs. You know, DJ Stein is usually our main DJ, but this year we brought in DJ DC, and we let them kind of do their thing, man. And they had, man, it was good because you see people dancing, the kids dancing, the parents dancing, everybody having a good time, everybody interacting. And that's what it's mainly about. That's why we do the back to school events. Like I say, bridge the gap within the communities. But man, what I like what Brown ISD is doing right now, man, they're investing into the kids, especially the ones that's not going to go to college.
Yeah.
You know,
With that program,
the CTE program,
yeah.
this so career training education program, and I've been working with Brian Merrill, and they're going to start as low as middle school. So you
For
can
CTE, so what kind of programs they have?
So they're going to be being able to as young as middle school, they'll be able to, if they want to do plumbing, welding, barbering, cosmetology, ag, anything like that.
And that's pretty good, man, because, a lot of times kids in our community don't want to just go to college, what I mean? Everybody don't want to go to college, so, finding a trade and actually investing in these kids becoming, getting a trade and getting out of high school and not having to pay all that debt back to college. And there's no knock to college, it's just that, man, not everybody's built to go to college, right? And not everybody can afford to go to college, but if you can get a skilled trade, blue collar workers, man, that's what built this country. And so I feel like that right there alone, man, speaking on the youth, keeping them out of prison, man, that right there, giving them opportunities to create their own career path. Or is it gonna be barber? Do they got a barber school in there?
Yeah, well, they got a barber school, but what the good thing about it is the reason what they're doing behind it is they're going to be able to partner with local businesses within the community in exchange in order to train these kids to get on hands-on experience. Now, it doesn't guarantee the kids a job when they get done with school or the program, but it does allow them to get a hands-on experience to kind of figure out what the itch that they want to be, whether it's plumbing, agriculture, barbering, welding, pipeline, whatever the case may be, because like the Mayor Gutierrez has they were developing that land out there on Mumford Road, and what they're going to do is they're going to bring other businesses in and exchange to teach those high school kids, teach those middle school kids, give them that experience, that they're lacking. Because like I say, you said it yourself, not everybody wants to go to college.
Right.
I tried college out because for me, I wanted to be the first in my family to go to college. And I tried it out, but I went back to a trade and I became a barber at a young age, and I was very blessed to be able to just do barbering. I didn't have to go do something else, And for me,
man, you one of the best barbers around, man. You the Goldstar barber, man. So you started out. You say you started out at college cutting hair.
Well, I started in high school cutting hair. Then I went to college. I stayed in an all-males dorm, so that's how I got good at cutting hair. It was cutting hair all day long, and just practicing, and giving haircuts away for free, giving haircuts away for cheap, doing all the little things that it takes to be where I'm at now, to be able to be booked out, be able to travel different places and cut coaches.
I see you cut Deion Sanders' hair, man. That was crazy, man. How was that experience right there, man?
Oh man, that's how that went down, man. It was crazy because my boy Nick Williams actually was a coach here at A&M. And that's why I tell people, man, your network is your net worth. And he was a coach here at A&M, and he took the job in Colorado. And I was being able to bless to go out there for his birthday and spend some time with my friend Nick. And then end up being, I had the opportunity to cut Deion Sanders. I cut Deion Sanders Jr. I cut some of the other players at Colorado. I cut. Then I was actually leaving the building. I was done. I was like, damn, man, I didn't even cut Deion. I'm leaving, like, not like disappointed, but kind of like, damn, man, it would be a good opportunity to cut Deion. And we're already down at the bottom of the building. We was already leaving the building, bro. And I get this call from Deion Sanders Jr. And he's like, hey, man, are you still in the building? I was like, yeah, I'm still here. And he's like, hey, my pop just want to get a cut. Like, you think you can get him in? I was like, yeah, but man, I'm at the bottom. You think you can send somebody down to open the door and I'll come right back up? And bro, I was like, damn, it was like last hope. You was thinking you weren't going to cut Deion. And then last minute, you get the call back, go back in the building, go up there, cut Deion. He came in on the Segway. This is before he had that surgery.
Yeah.
But he came in on the Segway and stuff, bro, and man, it was a cool experience. Me personally, everything that was going on in my life at the time, I didn't know how big that was until like I'm hanging out with some older guys, and you're like, man, my time, that was best athlete of all times, and you get to see stuff like that. So I thought it was pretty cool,
Man, that's something so major. Being a kid from right here in Bryan, Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not only have you reached that pinnacle of being able to cut some celebrities, you cut a lot of celebrities. But you got Texas A&M on lock. You got Texas Longhorns on lock, man.
I'm the only barber doing Texas A&M University and UT at the same time.
So you're the only barber in the nation doing that, man.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
For me, it's just what I did at a young age was I found what my purpose was behind the chair. Like, you got to figure out what your why is. And once you figure out what your why is, then you can start moving accordingly into how you want to mold your life, your career, whatever the case may be. I told all these barbers in here today, once you figure out what your why is, then you can start strategically game planning on what it is you want to do.
Right.
But until you figure out what your purpose is and your why, you're going to come to work every day like this, mad at the world, mad that you ain't making no money, mad that you got to get here at 9 o'clock, mad that somebody's telling you, why you late,
Yeah.
Now when you move a purpose, that's your alarm clock. Your purpose wakes you up in the morning, And that's what I tell a lot of guys. Once you're able to really, really mold it and figure out what you want to do, bro. I wanted to be a football player when I was growing up, right? I went to college, didn't work out, right? Dropped out of school, became a barber, right? All how God's plan and journey worked. I'm still in the barber industry, but I'm still around athletes,
football
players,
yeah,
going to sideline the games, on the bench. Kevin Sumlin really kind of paved the way for me.
You got your own little shop up there, A&M, right?
Well, Sumlin did, but do that barbershop in the locker room at that time with that remodel. Something that like we were talking about for a long time. I was like, bro, only school that got a barbershop in the locker room right now is Miami. And I said, my boy, the U barber is what they call him.
Yeah.
So the only person that got a barbershop right now is Miami. I said, but that's gonna be the future, because back in the day, bro, compliance was like heavy. So every time I be cutting in the locker room, they'll come in there and they'll be asked, I would post a picture. And like nowadays, you can post a picture and then you got to pay the player. Nowadays, back in the day, I would post a picture and compliance would say, hey man, can you take that picture down? And I'm like, oh damn, like for me it was a form of advertising, but when you was in the locker room, everybody thought it was cool to go to the locker room, but reality back in the day, it was a hassle. It was almost like sneaking around, trying to do things like that. And
before the NIL.
Before the NIL, bro, because it had the NCAA compliance and who's paying cash, who paid card, you got to keep paper trail. When I posted I was in the locker room, I get the text message, hey, can you take that video down? Or can you take that picture down? So it's not like how it is nowadays where you can use that as a form of advertisement. But, it was all a cool experience, and that's probably why I don't got a lot of content. Like back in the day from the locker rooms and stuff like that, I got content, but it ain't just a lot like I do now. Like nowadays, you can bring a cameraman with you and document the journey and stuff like that.
So my question is, man, so back in the day, compared to now, in this community, you got a lot more kids that want to become barbers, a lot more kids that want to actually make T-shirts and do positive hustles instead of like us back in the day, man. We try to hustle some weed or some little stuff like that.
Well, if you really put it to comparison, bro, like, and I tell a lot of people, man, barbering is just legal drug dealing. That's all it really is.
Right.
I grew up in, where I came from, I grew up in a barbershop where, I was the only Hispanic in there. Everybody else was minorities. Grew up around Big T, grew up around AC, Drew, Jamio. And that's when my career really jump-started. But I knew I wanted more for myself. I don't want to be that person doing the same shit that everybody else doing in 10 years from now. I would say, I want more for myself, especially an industry that I can really just do what I love to do, cutting hair.
Right.
So just like anything else, legal drug dealing, you got to figure it out. If you a hustler, right?
You're going to figure it out.
You're going to figure it out. Like, think about it like this. If I give a haircut for free, a lot of people don't want to give a haircut for free. But if I give you a haircut for free, sell the service, sell the experience, almost like a drug. Once you, damn, man, how it make me feel. I come in, put my shirt on now. I'm feeling good. I smell good. I'm ready to go to work now.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling. And where you going to get that feeling at? At the barbershop.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get that feeling when you go to Mike, you know. So that's how you sell it. You gotta get it like a fiend. You get somebody a sample and they love it. What they want to do?
Come back.
Come on, knocking at your door.
Yeah.
Right?
Or they gonna tell somebody else.
Tell somebody else.
Yeah. Who
And
cut
tell
your hair,
somebody-
man?
And that's it. And that's how I created the hustle. I created the
Yeah,
hustle.
bro, you got my wife in love with me, bro. You cut my hair for my wedding, bro. And hey, she look at that picture all the time. Hey, you look good that day. Hey, when I come in there scruffy, look at that, man. You need to go see Mike, man. You need to go back to Mike. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people, man. They they want to just chase the money. You chasing the money ain't gonna come.
Got to bring the service, man.
You gotta bring the passion, the hunger, everything else that comes to it. Because, it's gonna make you some good money, but at the same time too is if you just chase the money, you're gonna get burned out. You're gonna be mad on the slow days. Do the little things that's gonna make the bigger.
Man, I tell people all the time, man, Mike, you one of the most consistent entrepreneurs in our around us. You know what I'm saying? That we see, being our age. You know what I'm saying? Our age range. A lot of people start businesses, man, and then you hear about it, man, it's jumping and buzzing, and then they fall off. You know what I'm saying? And then you see a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs. You consistent. Your product good, your service good, man. Everybody, and it's been longevity, man. It ain't been no. So what's the secret behind all that, man?
I still see people. A lot of people are scared. Like think about it like this: like if I'm the only good person in the shop, how am I gonna make money?
Right.
I was told this at a young age, and this was when I was an install. I was cutting this older guy who had all these businesses downtown Bryan and stuff like that, and he looked and then he asked me. He said, "Man, what are you doing this for?" And I was like, well, shit, I don't know. I just like, to cut hair. He's like, well, you got to have a purpose. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I quit school to become a barber because my girlfriend at the time, which is my wife, she was pregnant. So I was like, well, I guess, my kid is why I get up every day to go grind to make sure that I have make enough money to put food on the table, So, long story short, he said, well, you need if you really want to be around your kid, it takes a sacrifice. And he said, it takes sacrifice and discipline. And I was listening to him when he was saying that. And he said, because there's a few different types of business people in this world. One who builds a business and works for his business, one who has a business working for them, and one who creates systems and builds businesses and sells them. And which one will you be one day?
Yeah.
And that shit didn't hit me until 2 years later. When I started going, when I was like, man, I'm up here right now, right? But everything that's going on around me kept bringing me back down here.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I really had to realize, why am I not growing anymore? And I said, why am I not? It's because the people around you was content. They was good, right? And so I had to break that cycle. I moved from a barbershop to a hair salon. When people would tell me, oh man, ain't nobody gonna go to no hair salon and get no haircut. Ain't nobody gonna pay no $25 to go appointment. Ain't nobody gonna do this and nobody's gonna do that. And I was like, well shit, watch this. And I moved to a hair salon and I went to Funky Chabot, which I worked for Priscilla. And now, Full Circle, she's here working with us. But I went to Funky Chabot and I learned the business aspect of what it is I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And when I learned that business aspect, you know what? I said, I used to be booked out 3 months in advance. And I said, you know what? I want to combine the best of both worlds, the best of the barbershop and the professionalism that's lacking in the barber industry. And I'm going to combine the two. And I'm going to make Mike's Barber Studio. And that's how I created and got it jumping. We had a mission. And our mission was the first no-wait barbershop. And when people say that, what you mean first no-wait barbershop? Well, shit, you come in, you book an appointment, you book at 9 o'clock. I'm here by 8:30. Hot towel's ready to go. I'm ready for you to walk into the door. You in the chair by 9 o'clock. You out the chair by 9:30. I'm on to my next client. That's what we created, the first no-wait barbershop and the convenience of the service. So when you're instilling systems and you're taking care of, like you said, the community and the people.
Yeah,
people paying at that point. Right. People paying for the convenience.
Yeah.
They love the system. They love the service. They love coming to the barbershop. And then we love coming to the barbershop. So when you instill what you love and you lead by example, everything else falls into place because good energy rubs off on people.
Yeah, the experience coming to Goldstar, man, is like no other, man. Hey, Mike Barber Studios, when we coming here, when I come here, and I almost be about to go to sleep, man.
Yeah,
the experience be so. Yeah, the experience just be so, you know, sombering, relaxing, man. For people that having long days, man, or you in the middle of your day, midday, man, you just need to come through. Man, this is where you supposed to be right here, man.
It's
This like a massage,
a
man.
lot of business people say, man, this they only 30 minutes of relaxation this week when they get a haircut.
Yeah,
And I'm like, damn, like for me, so I take pride in that because I want to make sure that when you come in, you know, there ain't no bullshit going on. I'm coming in, you getting my full service, you get my full focus. I'm not cutting corners. I'm putting a hot towel on you, the shaving cream. I'm doing everything that needs to be done because at the end of the day, I'm selling the experience, not just
exactly.
the service.
Yeah, man, it's always worth the experience. Every time I come, man, the experience of being here, man, it's just like none other. Players of the week. Players of the week, man, come get this experience right here, man. Free experience, man. Get your grades up, keep your grades up. Hey, be a leader, man. Hey, have outstanding character, man. Hey, put God first. Hey, and ball out and talk your shit.